Hi everyone, and welcome to HDL670 Multicultural and Diversity Issues in Leadership. In this video, I'll be providing an overview of the course. Just a brief overview of what I'll be covering. You see general welcome, overview of the syllabus, expectation, some ground rules, and some information about communication. As you'll note in the syllabus, there are two primary learning objectives for HDL670. It is my responsibility as the professor for this course to make sure that we are reaching towards these. So all of the readings that have been selected and all of the multimedia material that I've included, everything is aimed towards you achieving these two overarching learning objectives. Some general expectations that I have for students in this class. First and foremost is I want you to engage in meaningful dialogue. As you'll note, there are opportunities for y'all to interact with each other through formal discussions, but also I want you to feel free to create your own discussion threads in other weeks where there's not a formal assessed discussion assigned. I want you to take advantage of opportunities to interact with people from different cultures and different backgrounds who are enrolled in this course. We're talking about diversity in this course, and so it's important that we all respect each other and respect the sensitive nature of the course topics. It's critical that each of us take ownership of our responsibility as an ambassador of diversity. And likewise, we have to recognize and remember that no one person is a representative for any cultural group or diverse population. As noted through the learning objectives for this course, it is important that you think critically and reflect deeply. And above all else, bring your best self. So you may wonder what makes this course unique. Well, I don't know if it's unique, but there is a significant amount of reading and self-reflection that is part of HDL 670. And these experiences require you to evaluate your past experiences, your own perspectives, and your own biases. We all bring significant biases with us to the work that we do. And those biases are shaped by our past experiences, the way that we were raised, and the perspectives that we've been exposed to throughout our lives. Biases are not necessarily bad, but if we fail to acknowledge those biases, that's when we start to have trouble with working with, through, and in diversity. And something that's unique about this course is I'm going to challenge you and challenge your thinking as a diverse leader. Now, one of the things that I always say at the beginning of this semester, beginning of the semester of HDL 670, and you'll hear me say this throughout this course, is I'm not necessarily trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to force you to change your thinking based on personal beliefs. But what I hope you do through this course is think critically about how you formed your beliefs and perspectives regarding diversity. The entire course is facilitated through Canvas. And on Canvas, you will find the course schedule, the syllabus, and other important documents. Please note that you're responsible for completing all modules on Canvas. This includes all of the readings, videos, and other multimedia content. Please submit all writing assignments as a Word document, either a DOC or DOCX format through Canvas. Canvas makes a conversion to PDF for me. And then I make comments on that PDF, and you're able to access that through what's known as the Crocodoc reader. If you submit through another format, it's possible that in the conversion process that Canvas utilizes, your formatting will get messed up. So for an example, in the fall of 2014, I had a student in HDL 670 who would save things as a PDF herself and then upload it. But then for some reason, the formatting was not correct. when she started submitting things simply as a Word document and then let Canvas do the conversion, all of her formatting was correct. So you want to make sure that you're not losing points for formatting issues because of some sort of weird computer thing. So please make sure everything is submitted in a Word file. And make sure it's the DOC or DOCX format, not RTF or TXT or anything like that. If you have trouble with Canvas, with submitting or anything like that, please email me immediately to let me know that you're having that problem, and I will help you get the support you need from information technology resources at Murray State. I will not accept assignments via email unless there is some huge issue that cannot be resolved. There's one required textbook for this course called Diversity Consciousness by Butcher. We use the 4th edition with the publication date of 2015. We do, for the students who are enrolled in the HDL program and you've enrolled since fall 2011, we do require live text, and information about live text submissions is included on Canvas. And for students who are in the HDL program, there's a common text for the program called Leadership, Theory and Practice, 6th edition, by Nordhaus, and is published by Sage Publishing. There are other reading assignments in this course beyond the textbook, and all of those are posted to Canvas, so you don't need to go find anything else on your own. I want to provide some general writing tips. This is a graduate level course, and so all written assignments should reflect graduate level work. That means that they should be free of grammatical and spelling errors, and you need to make sure that you're taking the time to proofread and reread all of your documents before submitting them. If you have found in the past that you sometimes struggle with completing written assignments at the graduate level, please take advantage of the various resources that are available, including our own Writing Center at Murray State University. I have included a link to the Writing Center website on Canvas. All of your written submissions should be formal in nature and should not include slang or conversational jargon. Now, this sometimes confuses students because some of the assignments are reflective in nature. Now, it's okay to use first person to say that, say I or myself, in any way referencing you. You don't need to use third person to reference yourself. But you should still be formal even while using first person. There are some great tips on using first person and remaining formal in the APA Manual 6th edition. And speaking of APA, it is critical that you use APA format in this course and that you provide appropriate citations when referencing another person's work. I've also included links to the Purdue OWL, which is the Writing Center at Purdue University, as well as the Writing Center website at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. These are some great resources for understanding APA and general writing advice. In addition to those, our own reference librarian for education has provided a video on APA usage, as well as conducting literature searches through the Murray State University library website. Unfortunately, I do need to address our academic honesty policy. The full policy is included in the syllabus, but I want to make sure that I point out a couple of things about the policy. And I include this right after talking about APA and proper citation for a reason. If at any point you are drawing information from another published work or a website or any other source, you need to provide appropriate citation. If your thinking about a subject has been framed or shaped by another source or a group of sources, you need to provide appropriate citation through APA format. Beyond that, potential violations of the academic honesty policy include cheating, fabrication or falsification, multiple submission, and plagiarism. So cheating obviously is, well, I shouldn't say obviously. Cheating includes two students either collaborating on a non-group assignment. Cheating could include using another student's work with or without that student's knowledge. Fabrication or falsification could include falsifying information for a submission, such as the diversity interview. Let's say that you were to submit something and you never actually interviewed someone. That would be a violation of the academic honesty policy. Multiple submission is where you submit the same material for more than one assignment. Now, this gets a little confusing sometimes for students in the context of the diversity research project. When a large assignment is broken down into multiple pieces, you are allowed to use the same exact words from one assignment to the next. The violation comes into play when you have two assignments in two different courses that are related and you submit the same material, whether in full or in part, for both courses. That's a multiple submission violation. And then plagiarism is where you do not provide adequate citation or appropriate citation to indicate that your thinking is drawn from another person's work or that the words that you've used are directly from another source. So the consequences for violations include any one of these three things. You might receive a 0 for a suspect assignment. I might require you to resubmit the assignment without any plagiarism issues or any potential violations in them and receive a lower grade. Or if it's what would be considered an especially egregious violation, you would end up with an E in the course. This is very serious. This is why I spend a lot of time talking about academic honesty policy, is that a violation of this policy, whether intentional or not, could result in you ending up with an E in the course. I don't want you to fail this course. I want everyone in this course to succeed. So if you ever have questions about proper citation, multiple submission, fabrication, cheating, anything related to academic honesty, I want you to ask me before you submit a paper. Here you see the grading policies and the distribution of the major assignments in this course, and we use the standard Murray State University 10-point grading scale for HDL670. Again, we will be addressing some subjects that are sensitive in nature in this course. So above all, make sure that you are being respectful of your fellow classmates and that you engage in discussions in a collaborative manner. And I want to make sure that the discussion forums and other spaces are safe spaces in this course. This is one of the most important things that for me to do as a professor is to make sure that everyone feels safe in this course to express themselves and that everyone is able to do so without infringing on the rights of another student. All communication is done through the Murray State email address that you were provided. I recommend you check it daily. And I also use the announcement feature in Canvas, which posts messages to Canvas and sends them to your MSU email. If you need to send me an email, please send it through the email system and not through Canvas. There's a delay when you send an email through Canvas. It can take an hour or more sometimes to populate to email. And finally, some reminders. It's important that you develop your individual leadership skills as they relate to diversity. That's a big part of what this course is about. I want you to demonstrate creativity and feel autonomy in completing your assignments. This is a 5-week course, and we're cramming an entire semester's worth of material and work into these 5 weeks. So it's important that you work quickly and efficiently. And all due dates are noted in Canvas, and please make sure you review the late assignment policy that is posted in the syllabus.